Take two. Go ahead.
Go?
Yes.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 5 Acre Woods, where Bob and I are striving to grow our own vegetables and raise some of our own meat. We live on 5 acres. Some of it is wooded. We really can't have huge animals, but we can have chickens, and we do raise meat rabbits. We are thinking about maybe getting some animals that are a little bigger. But today's video is going to be a tour on the chicken tractor slash coop that Bob made that we plan to raise our breast chickens in. So without further ado, we are going to start talking about how he made this tractor, the different features, the things that we needed incorporated into this tractor. And the first thing is we wanted to be able to get into the tractor through the front door, through the front and the back. And we wanted to be able to enclose the chickens in one or the other while we worked wherever we were going to be working. Now this morning you can hear the chickens in the back. They are dying to get out, and I'm going to be opening that little door in just a few minutes, and you'll see them all come running out. Bob's going to step into the tractor with me, and we're going to close that door, which is another feature that we wanted, was that we could lock the door from both inside and outside.
Try to do this one-handed.
I'll hold it for you. We used almost all materials that we already had.
I think from the rain, the door's a little swollen.
It might be.
All right, I'll just have to hold it.
Okay. As you can see, it is completely covered with fencing. We have a tarp over some of the outside area. They will be on fresh grass every day, as American breast chickens do love to forage. Bob put a perch in, and there is a small door down there that we open each day, and we let them out, and their food is already waiting for them. But they do have food and water also in the back, where they can stay warm and dry and safe from all predators. They're only out here during the day, and they have freedom to come in and out as they please. We also have this wall of fiberglass?
It's fiberglass.
Fiberglass, so that, first of all, the chickens can't get out when they were much smaller, and that we couldn't, and hopefully raccoons and things couldn't reach in. We did have that happen one time, a long time ago, when we first moved here, like 13 years ago, and it got one of our chickens right through the fence. So
I think they're really impatient.
and they are, I don't know if you can see through the fiberglass there, but they are really, really waiting to get out. So I'm going to go ahead and open the door. These are about a month old. Let's see if I can, because of the rain last night, we got quite a rainstorm.
Yeah, we have to really tweak this at different places to make
They
adjustments
are
as
about
needed.
a month old. We are thrilled with how big they're growing. They'll all figure it out in a minute. They can see us out here, and they know.
There they go.
There they go. Here they're going to be filing out now. And we usually have one that can't quite figure it out. It takes him a while to get out. We have done some research on the American breasts. We tried to order them last year, and we could not. Everybody was sold out. No one was selling them. And so this year we ordered them in January of 2013. They arrived in March. They were very healthy. We are thrilled. We ordered 10, just a mixed run. And we plan to build our flock from there. We will start them out in here, and we're not sure exactly how we will keep our hens that we're going to keep for breeding.
There's another one.
Come on, girls.
Come on,
and
you're gonna miss the
boys.
buffet.
You're late to dinner. Oh my. Come on. Come on. You know, they've done this every morning for the last probably 2 to 3 weeks.
There's one more.
There's one more. They'll be figuring it out soon, hopefully. Maybe I can kind of scare them off here. Okay, get down. Get down. Get down. Nope.
Another one came out, and here comes
like,
another one. I think
yeah.
there's 2 more now.
Okay, they're
Or just one?
they're coming. 2 more. 2 more came out. Hopefully they'll be getting out here soon. They arrived on March 30th.
27, right?
No, that was the date they were supposed to get here.
Oh, that's right.
And then he called and said they would be late, but they really weren't very late at all.
That's right.
And we ordered them from a hatchery in Mississippi.
That one hopped down, then hopped back up again.
Oh, here, another one's down.
Let's see.
There he
Oh,
goes.
there you go.
Okay,
There you go.
I think we got one more. We always have one. Maybe not.
No,
Is everybody out here?
1, 2. Nope, they're all out.
Okay. So what I do now every morning is now I shut this little door, which allows me to get into the back, open the door, and clean this thoroughly.
All right, I'll meet you around the other side.
And so that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to close it so they can't get back in there. And yeah, Bob's going to go around the other side.
I'm not locking you in. I just don't want them to get out.
This is not going to latch very easily.
Yeah, I think just put it on there the best you can. I don't think it'll open.
Okay.
These cages get tweaked, and you make improvements. You make some changes.
This is the first time that we have built.
This is what it looks like
this.
from this side. We used materials that we had on hand. Some we bought. Very few. Well, we bought them some years ago, and then we reused them. They were left over. And so we're going to go around the back now. And I just fixed this on top. This is a tarp we put on here.
That's just basically
to block hot sun.
The hot sun, excuse me, or the rain from part of the outside,
Right.
the run. We do want them to be on as much fresh grass as possible. We have a large hawk population here. We cannot, especially with white birds, we cannot let them free range like we would love to. We don't even let our laying hens free range because of the hawk. And we do have a fox that comes around at times. We have raccoons, skunks.
Skunk, yeah, we had recently.
Yeah. All right, so there's
Now,
the back.
Let me show a good shot here. This is again materials that I've either found or had on hand.
All right. And because they can't get back here now, I am free to get in here and clean and refill their food and water back here. We do keep both filled so that the chickens, but you see the mess that they make. Today I will wash this off with a very mild bleach solution. This,
Okay.
Bob can explain what he's going to do with this and why it's here.
I'm going to section this off for them to lay eggs in, and
The nesting boxes.
nesting boxes and that sort of thing.
We're
but
able to
they
keep this
use it-
light here
Yeah.
so they can still be warm, and we have kept it on.
We're probably going to have to
Every
keep
night.
that on for some time now. It's
Yeah.
been cold.
During the day, if it gets warm, we
Yeah.
turn it off. But at night, we always keep it on because sometimes the temperatures drop low. My plan today is to take all this straw out and lay fresh straw down. You want to pause while I...
It's probably Melissa.
Hello? This is probably one of my
Hold on, hold on. Okay.
This is probably one of my favorite features, is being able to keep the chickens out while we clean in here. Now, as the chickens are this size, this is really not a problem. But as they get really big, it is, when you have 10 chickens back here for that short time in the morning, you don't really want them flying around while you're trying to clean, and we certainly don't want them to be able to get out. And so that's why the feature that we talked about a lot was to have the door that opened up to the outside area and be able to keep this separate while we clean it. It doesn't take very long. We can get in here quickly, not having to worry about whether one of the chickens has flown out or whatever, or gotten in the way when we're trying to clean. And it really has worked out very well. The chickens have been out here now. We moved them out here at 2 weeks old. We have a board that fits right across here, right across this area, that we use as a brooder when they were 2 weeks old and moved them out here. We kept them in the house for the first 2 weeks, but they grew so quickly, we knew we needed to do something very quickly. So we brought them out here, we put them in there, we kept them in that brooder for about another week, I guess, maybe not even. They were wanting to fly out of it quite often. Oh, and you're not allowed in there. And our resident kitty would love to, she sees the rabbits, she sees the chickens. It's really, really a temptation for her.
She is very useful of keeping mice away and stuff, and she does her job.
After about, I guess, not even 3 weeks, I guess 2 weeks and a couple days, we took the brooder board out. We let them just have the run of the back, and then on the first really nice day that we got, we opened it up, and they have been outside every day during the day ever since. They, like I said, they have the option, if it gets chilly, if it rains, they can all come in. They can get under the tarp, and they've done both, and they have acclimated very well to the being able to come in and out at their leisure. So,
Should we talk about the mobility of it?
sure, why don't you explain that, since I have no idea.
Well, you try to make these things as light as possible, and I try to as well. But this does weigh a lot. Not so much on the end that I would be picking up and moving it with, but the back end. So that's where the wheels go. And I think it could be seen. I had these, actually I found these, this all thread. It's about the cage itself is 6 feet wide. I had to make the all thread a little bit longer, and I joined it here to make it about 7 feet, and I kind of split the difference. There's about 6 inches for the wheel to go on. The hardest part is finding the right wheels. I found wheels, but I'm probably going to have to break down and buy a set of heavy-duty wheels. I have to reinforce this on here so that it doesn't bow when the weight of the cage gets on it. So what I have to do is it's not that hard. I get a shovel and I put it under this side and I press down on it, and I get my 1 foot on it and I press hard, and it's enough to put the wheel on it. And once the wheel is on it, I come around this end and I pick that up with a rope I put on there. It's not permanent yet. I haven't come up with a way. If you have any suggestions, I know I probably should have figured that into the design.